the Avoid Drowning podcast. I'm Oscar, aka Posh Alligator from the Something Awful forums. I'm joined today by Adam and Abby.
Hey.
Hey, both of your names begin with an A. That's cool.
Hey.
Hello.
We're going to be talking about.
Yes, that was a nice way.
We're going to be talking about like just video game things and avoid drowning things, and the theme of the week. Female characters in video games, which you can read all about on the site already, although we're recording this before you can, so that's a bit confusing for everyone. Adam, what games have you been playing lately? Share with
I've
us.
just been playing Between Worlds and Wii Fit, both very fun.
Oh yes, Wii Fit. You said you got that recently. Are you fit yet?
No, every time it tells me I am very weak.
Tell me about your fitness routine.
Well,
tell me the secret the doctors don't want me to know.
Oh, well, I'm not fit at all. Every time I play it says, I'm sorry to say you are very weak. Not
Weak?
Just, yeah, very weak it says every time.
Oh, why does it say that?
Well, it's giving me a factual description.
Is it because have you improved your weakness? Well, not improved. Have you unweakened because of Wii Fit?
If anything, it just makes me more unfit.
And you said you finished the new Zelda.
Yeah, very exciting, very exciting. I enjoyed it very much.
Would you say it was the best Zelda? Because I might.
Majora's Mask is my favorite Zelda game. I think Between Worlds maybe third, fourth, better than Skyward Sword.
10 out of 10. Would you give it 10 out of 10?
I might give it 9.4, 9.45, but not quite 9.5.
Do you have a 3DS now, Abby? Do I remember you saying?
I do, yeah.
Oh, but do you have Zelda?
No.
Do you like Zelda?
Yes, right?
It's alright.
So,
I think it's pretty good.
Whoa. No.
You
I
crushed
never
my
really-
dreams.
Oh no, wait, yeah, no, I did play it with the just the regular DS. It's good, but I only got the 3DS to play Pokemon because I am a devout fan. No.
I haven't even played that Pokemon.
It's good. It's so good.
No, neither have I. I'm hoping to play it myself sometime soon.
I think
It's good.
I think I'm a bit tired of Pokemon at the moment.
Well, the last time I played it was playing Yellow, which is like Game Boy Color situations. That was a while ago. So.
Oh, that is a pretty good one.
Yeah. Classic.
I don't know, something about Black and White 2 coming out has made me feel like I wasn't as into it anymore.
Yeah. Did you play those?
I played Black and White, but not the twos. I didn't really understand the point of a 2.
Yeah, it's the same game over and over. So.
A friend of mine says that Black and White 2 is the best in the series.
Oh.
Oh yes.
I don't know.
Well, I wouldn't know. I'm more interested in playing Pokemon Conquest, the sleeper hit of 2012.
I'm quite excited to play that as well.
That's like that's a 6-party Pokemon sort of strategy game. Am I correct, Adam? I don't know.
Yeah.
I know I meant to be
I'm hoping
hosting
I just bought it in game for £5 in the pre-owned section at some point, and then I'll buy it.
Maybe, but I don't think it was that popular. So
I haven't even heard of this. What is it?
it's like a strategy game with Pokemon. It's got a sort of feudal feel to it. Isn't that right, Adam? Am I right in thinking that?
Yes, it's set in ancient Japan.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And it's like a strategy game.
It's also a crossover with another video game series. I don't know the name of it, but it was like a ancient Japan strategy game series for the PC, and then they made one on the DS, but also added Pokemon.
It sounds great.
Yeah.
I think Pokemon spin-off games excite me more than main series ones.
I like Pokemon Puzzle League.
Yes. Exactly like that. Pokemon Link. It's almost like a Zelda crossover.
My
But
favorite spin-off one. I like Pokemon Snap quite a lot.
Oh, man.
And
I play more.
interestingly, Pokemon Snap, of course, wasn't originally going to be a Pokemon game. Yeah, it's just going to be just random animals. I don't think it would have sold very well, to be honest.
Unlikely.
Yeah.
Well, I probably would have enjoyed it very much. I like photography. I'm sure they would have put all
Do you like
their
Endless
effort into
Ocean?
it. Yes, very much.
Abby,
I wish I had Endless Ocean too as well.
Abby, what games have you been playing lately, if any?
Like none, because I'm...
Not even Civilization?
No, it's
Oh.
been dire. No, I haven't
I'm
played
sorry
that.
to hear it.
I know. All Guild Wars in forever. Been reading books for uni. That's what I've been doing.
Not even playing any casual games on. I don't know.
Nah.
Where's my water? That's a good.
No.
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 Not even Flow Free.
No.
I love that one.
I've been playing none. Oh no, wait. There's an app on. You can get it on like Apple. Like, no, I'm sure you can get it everywhere. In which you just sort of like choose colors and you blend them. Blendoku. It's awesome.
I like colors.
Yeah, same. Good.
Is there a goal to that game, or is it just color blending?
You have to complete each like level, and it gets intense. And there are loads of little cubes of color. It's good.
So you have to blend the right colors. You have to fill it in properly.
In order. Wait, I'm gonna find it.
It sounds pretty exciting.
It is enjoyable. Whenever the internet turns off and I have nothing to do, this would be the game that I was playing.
Well, that means you can't unplug the internet to make yourself more productive then.
No.
But I don't understand when people do that anyway.
It doesn't.
No, neither do I.
Oh, hello, there's your face.
Hello, it's my face. Let me show you the hardest one. Alright. Color blending.
Oh, I see. Hard level 100.
Woo.
Someone's been busy.
No, I'm not even close to there. That's how much I've done.
Oh. Well, that's slightly less impressive then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say that I haven't been playing many games lately either, but actually I kind of have, but not games I even want to play much. It's just to distract me because I've got so much work, university work.
I don't even know what I've been doing. Leaving the house to not do anything. To avoid doing work.
Well, clearly you need to download some more casual app games. That's what I recommend. I've been playing them all. Flow Free, Injustice, that's the DC fighting one. Love that one. Sonic Dash. Great games. I've also been replaying Mario P-Cross.
Yeah, I always thought it was pronounced P-Cross.
I don't know how it's
Maybe I'm wrong,
pronounced.
but, I used to have the actual original one. I know you only have it on the virtual console.
Mm-hmm.
I street past you. It was quite nice, wasn't it?
Yeah, because when I changed over from a regular 3DS to an XL, I accidentally deleted all of my save data for the virtual console games.
Whoa.
So now I have an excuse to play through.
They have Nintendo IDs now.
Yeah. So I have to replay the entire game. I have to. And then I'll start on pull blocks.
Quite a nice pastime.
I've also been playing a lot of Peggle and Zuma.
Oh man, I want to play Peggle. I want to play it.
I've never heard of Peggle before.
You've never heard of Peggle?
No, never.
Oh.
What is it?
You have you know those sort of arcade like in actual arcades, not with computer games and stuff. Like in a pier, let's say. Let's set the scene. You're in a pier. Yeah. And you put in like a penny into one of those things, and there's a bunch of pegs, and it drops down.
Oh yeah.
It's sort of like that, apart from instead of a penny.
Made it into a digital version.
Sort of, but instead of a penny, you like shoot a ball, and there's loads of different
the
sort
cost
of peg
of my transaction is 1 penny.
No, and you have to hit the orange pegs, and then it's pretty simple. But you have a certain amount of balls, and it's very addictive.
It just looks playable, and I want to play it.
It bounces around in a very satisfying manner.
I guess my phone is 4 years old or so I don't imagine I would be able to play.
Oh, I play it on PC. It's available on like every console though, all of them.
Oh, my laptop's about 4 years old, so I don't imagine I would be able to play.
You have access to an Xbox, don't you? 360. I mean, you get it for that. You can get it for that.
Oh, I don't really play it apart from the railway.
No, you should get it. Well, wait. You can go get it now.
Download it right now.
There's been some video game news lately. Most of it's kind of boring. apart from the VR headset stuff, have you all heard about the VR headset stuff?
No.
Oh.
Nope.
What magic is this?
Well, you've all heard of Oculus Rift, right?
Mm.
Yes, you told me about that a couple of days ago.
Yes, the Kickstarter virtual reality headset thing. Sony announced its own headset, Project Morpheus. Morpheus. Yeah, that one. They announced one. And also, Oculus Rift got bought by Facebook.
Yeah.
Which has been causing news.
Yeah, I just saw that.
That's curious. I wonder what Facebook are planning on doing with it.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I think they're looking into VR applications outside of video games. But Zuckerberg said it's still very much focused on games at the moment.
Oh.
Some people are quite angry about it. Some Kickstarter backers are quite angry about it. I think it'll be mostly the same. It was like $2 billion though. That's a lot. That's a lot of cash.
Yeah, 1.2 billion pounds.
Especially for a Kickstarter.
But I guess yeah, that's like 10 times their Kickstarter, I think. I need to check that information.
My.
But I suppose.
No wonder they started with the most.
I suppose the Kickstarter was to start the business, so the logical step was always to sort of make the business into a good business, and I guess a cash injection of that size is accomplishing that goal.
Yes, yes.
It does sort of raise the question as to how good Kickstarter is and such, because obviously if people were actually if they were actually investing for a small, say, share of the company, they would all be rich.
Oh, true. Mm.
It's something people have been talking about regarding Kickstarter for a while now. Really, I suppose I somehow just kind of lame Kickstarter, but I also kind of like it because I like to dream.
Yeah. Somebody funded Lobo Destroyer.
Oh yes, was that successful?
Yes, it was. It was, and it's the amount of money so that it can be on the Wii U.
Excellent. I think I prefer it for like indie games and such, as opposed to like whole business concepts. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. What do you think of VR gaming? Like, what do you think of the Kickstarter aside? What do you think of the whole concept, putting it on your head?
I am so ready for that to happen.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'd really like to try one.
It'd be cool.
I wish I bought the Virtual Boy when it came out.
Oh yeah, I suppose it is very much like the Virtual Boy. I hadn't even made that connection, even though it seems so obvious. You think Nintendo would announce some sort of?
Yeah.
Maybe they will. E3 is just around the corner. Sony have announced Project Morpheus. The Oculus Rift is doing well.
Virtual Boy U.
How old's the Wii U now? Yeah, because it seems like the Wii U's been around for quite a while now. It had like a whole year's start on Xbox One and PS4.
Yeah, it was 2012.
Wow. That's depressing.
At the end of 2012.
November, yeah.
I'm so old.
Yes, I feel awfully sorry for it because it's such a nice console.
But still, I still want a Wii U, and I don't really want an Xbox One or PS4 very much.
Oh, just buy one.
Like that game man. I was in game the other day.
I don't.
Buying a $1.99 Wii game, and the guy was trying to sell me a Wii U.
Oh wow.
He was very friendly and nice, though. I like that man very much. Nice man. I think we're friends.
Yeah, and I liked him too for the effort he put in trying to sell you a Wii U.
Yeah, I think the Wii U makes a lot more sense than the other ones, because I don't know. There's not many.
Yeah.
There's not many games.
And I think you should definitely buy a Wii U.
There's not that many games for any of them.
There are a good few I want on the Wii U.
Oh. Yeah, I suppose its library is picking up a bit. Nothing on the 3DS, though. That's my true next-gen experience.
Yeah.
Wish it was HD.
Yes, the 3DS might be my favorite.
It might be my favorite console ever made. I can't think of anything better than the 3DS. I'm putting it open, for suggestions. What do you think it is? It's a difficult one.
Well, I think I may have to agree with you, actually.
Because you hate the Game Boy Color, don't you?
The Virtual Console makes it much more appealing. I like the Game Boy Color, but I don't think there was really much on it.
It was the Advance which was better. Because of the lighting, the backlighting.
Well, only with the SP.
The original Game Boy was better as well because it came up with the idea of the Game Boy.
True. That is true.
Well, I still like the 3DS.
The only games I can think of on the Game Boy Color are RPG games.
And Pokemon Gold and such. Silver and Crystal. Those are good. I think in some ways I think that might be my favorite Pokemon generation. It had it all.
I feel bad because I never played those ones now. I do plan to, though.
You didn't play them? Not even the DS remake?
No, I'm from the DS remake. I do plan to play them. I'm actually quite keen to play the original Game Boy one, and then a little later to play the DS remake.
Well, that could get boring.
Yeah, but I'll have about 5 years break in between the two.
5 years?
Dang.
I don't even know I'll be alive that long.
A lot of promise.
2019.
Whoa.
Market.
That's when my papa runs out.
No need to be pessimistic.
Man, I wonder if we'll have a new Doctor Who by then. But that's not the time or place. Might have gone through several. Speaking of Doctor Who, I don't know why I'm saying this, but there's going to be the Doctor Who Let's Play going up that we're doing at Avoid Drowning.
Yes,
No plug for that. Doctor Who Adventure Games.
Yes.
They're terrible. No, they're pretty good. They're alright. They have their own place.
The online ones, yeah?
Yeah, you can download them for free from the BBC.
Yeah.
They're also available on Steam now.
I think your Let's Play will be the definitive experience of those games for me.
I think it very well maybe could be.
Definitely.
Because we've added in like little bonus trivia and
Yes, and now I've very much enjoyed the early draft that you sent me.
I think the trivia makes that. But the fact that there's the fact that there's enough references to point out the trivia to is somewhat it makes the adventure games seem better when you think about it like that. They clearly know what they're doing.
Yes.
Doctor Who. Love it. 10 out of 10.
Oh, I can hear myself echoing, my friend.
Oh dear. Is everything okay?
But no, other times.
Is there some sort of strange doppelganger?
No, I mean, I could hear it as if it was coming out of your laptop or computer or whatever. Now it's
maybe my headphones are a bit
before.
I am leaning in quite a lot. It could be my headphones.
Oh yeah, it definitely is.
It's all fine now, anyway.
I'll turn them down a bit.
Righty-ho.
I need to make sure I can hear everything that's happening. Every heartbeat, every tick of the clock. A pin drops. I hear it.
Well, the clock in this room isn't ticking. So.
Exactly. I knew that already. I don't have a clock in this room.
Me neither.
I had a watch in here once, but I had to move it. I don't like ticking noises.
Oh. I very much enjoy ticking noises. I like to put pocket watch next to my bed and listen to the ticks as I'm going to sleep.
Yeah. I'm a fan of the tick too.
Oh, I feel the complete opposite way.
I like to be constantly reminded that time is happening.
That just sounds
terrifying. It's not that bad. Close to me. It just sounds like a nice house to me. Like a cat purring.
Oh, well, I'm not a fan of that either, really. I don't really like anything. I don't really like anything. Also some gaming news we should maybe talk about.
Anything, I'm sure.
Gaming news we should maybe talk about is the Game Boy Advance games on Wii U, maybe? That's a thing.
That's good.
Oh, yes, that's very exciting.
I'm just upset they're not on 3DS.
You're upset everything isn't on 3DS, so...
I'll have faith. I'm sure they'll come around for the 3DS.
Eventually, it'll be fine.
But how long have they had the Ambassador games now?
Well, here's my theory on it, actually. I have a feeling that they can't get the save states to work on Game Boy Advance games on the 3DS, and they like to have save states on all of their Virtual Console things now. And I think that's also why the N64 games aren't on the Wii U Virtual Console. They
Yeah.
have them on the normal Wii Virtual Console. Because the Wii U has save states and everything.
I'm sure a lot of people would buy them anyway, save states or otherwise. I would. Take my money.
But I think they want the consistency, I think.
I'm still not happy about it, Adam.
Soon.
No, it is awfully sad, but I think they'll come around. Maybe you'll have to buy the 4DS for that.
Because the Game Boy Advance games are cool and everything, but some of them, like Advance Wars and WarioWare, that are coming out, to me they seem they're more suited to a travel experience. I think it's a shame that it's limited to the Wii U. Just me?
I actually think the Game Boy Advance could be a contender for the best Nintendo console as well. Because even the 3DS is the best. I think the Game Boy Advance would be up there as well.
Why? What's so good about the Game Boy Advance? I mean, sure, you got loads of great games on it, but
yeah, isn't that all you need?
Just because there's a Pokemon and Metroid and Castlevania and
Zelda, Mario,
Sonic,
Castlevania, everything.
Okay.
Even Grand Theft Auto.
All right then.
I also just like that. I like that amount of graphics as well. Not too high, not too low. A little bit retro, a little bit modern. Makes me enjoy it.
I see what you're saying. I would definitely consider it. I consider it. So let's move on and talk about the actual topic.
Woo!
Woo.
Righty-ho.
Female.
Sounds a good idea to me.
The theme of the week is female characters in video games. And what I probably should have done was to send all of you the articles that will be going up on Monday, so we could have discussed around the articles, but I haven't done that.
We could. I know a little bit about your one. I know it's about Princess Peach. I have a strong feeling you mentioned that thing about them not putting her in New Super Mario Bros. Wii because she had to wear a dress and they didn't want an anime dress.
Yeah.
Silly, just put her in shorts or trousers or something.
That was a bit weird.
Yeah.
I
heard they almost didn't put her in Super Mario 3D World as well. It was going to be Two Toads again, but something.
Yes, I also bring that up in the article as well. It's a
Teaching.
very well written, concise article. Suggest you will read it if you haven't already.
That was good.
What would you have thought of Princess Peach's inclusion in New Super Mario Bros. Wii, but without the dress and her floaty gimmick thing that she usually has?
Couldn't they just have it be magic and then she floats with Vesco?
Yeah, I guess that makes. Yeah, I can't think of any great reasons to justify not including her. I guess when it came down to it.
But then again, the story is weak enough as it is. When it came down to it,
sorry. I was just going to say when it comes down to it, I suppose they just didn't want to include her without all of the Princess Peach powers and stuff that she'd already had in the previous games. And it's in the interview, it sounded like they didn't have the budget.
True. I did
it.
like.
But then it's still kind of lame. Which I also addressed in the article.
I do just I see. Well, I think the new Super Mario Brothers games are probably made on a very small budget anyway. Because they're all so similar.
They all seem quite samey.
A lot of things this game.
I don't get it. They should have just put her in it. It seems so weird that she wasn't.
So wait, why she isn't? Because they didn't want her to have a dress?
They didn't want... What they said was they didn't have the sort of budget or time to implement her sort of
floating.
Her dress and her powers, because the dress would have to animate like flowing.
Yeah.
You know, I'd rather have is not have any Toads or Peach and have Wario and Waluigi instead of the heavy X-Men.
I do like those two characters very much. It's just.
And they should be used more.
It just seems so odd to have Mario and Luigi and two Toads, like after Super Mario Brothers 2, which was Mario, Luigi, Toad, and Peach. It was just such a weird Like, what's happening?
No one wants to be the Toads either.
No.
Toads are so boring.
Why are there two of them now? You should have took Toad out and put someone else in.
Yeah, exactly. No one wants two Toads.
No, but at least it's good that she's in the 3D world.
What's curious to me, they made the new character Nabbit playable before they ever made Peach playable.
What do you make of that?
It was strange, really. I don't understand why they would do it.
Did either of you play Super Princess Peach?
No.
Yes, I did.
Did you 100%?
Oh my, I read a fan. No. I don't even know if I completed the story mode. It was my brother's. I played it a lot. I've read online there's some kind of very adult reinterpretation of the storyline of that game.
Oh dear.
I'll let you look that up in your own time.
I think I'm good. I thought Super Princess Peach was pretty good.
Very well.
Although, yeah, you do talk about it.
Yes, I like picking stuff up with my brother.
Oh yes, like in Super Mario Bros. 2.
In my house.
Oh yeah, in your article you talk about it as well, don't you?
Yes.
That's a little
I'm
segue
playing that right now.
from my article to yours.
Yeah, I think so.
Which you wrote about.
I wrote it quite a while ago.
But you can still talk about it. Yours is feminism and the Mushroom Kingdom.
I don't remember. I think it's feminism in the Mushroom Kingdom.
Well, actually, I wasn't sure because what you sent me says feminism and the Mushroom Kingdom, whereas I'd always thought it was feminism in the Mushroom Kingdom.
Huh. Oh, curious. Well, you decide which is the title.
Oh, I don't want to have to make that decision. I need to have a little think about
We'll just
that
use
later.
the in one then, because it counts.
If that's what you want it to be, then you know, you did write it.
Yeah. Well, it sounds bad to me on your own website.
Yeah, you enjoyed the game, but you didn't think the what's it called? The sort of the emotion gimmick thing. It does kind of stink a bit, don't you think?
Yeah.
I don't know. Have you?
It's a bit strange that the one time they have the female protagonist who uses the emotions as a power. You never see Mario crying out fires.
Yeah. I don't know. Did you see about this at all, Abby?
Yeah, I'm literally watching a playthrough now, and I'm witnessing it. It's lame. They're obviously trying to like pander to some character that they've envisioned, and I guess that is part of in their heads. So
it is a bit strange. I mean, she doesn't do that in any other games.
Sometimes I think it's like she's on the emotion island or something, and emotions
oh wow,
much stronger on the island. So
wow.
I don't think it's supposed to be that she is always just having these huge mood swings.
Oh yeah, I've forgotten about that. Am I just on some kind of having some kind of fever dream, or are there some enemies that are also emotionally enhanced?
Yes, there's like crying Goombas. I think they're called Gloombas. I think that might be in
Gloombas.
Yeah.
Well, does that make it more okay? Although you can explain anything, really.
Maybe, yeah. It's just a little suspect.
Yeah.
It was the game that had when you got Peachy.
Yeah, it is a bit. Because even though it is explained by her being on the island, obviously that doesn't make it, because they made up the whole concept of the island too.
Yeah.
So you can explain anything. But I suppose, if everyone else is also affected in that way, it makes it less bad.
They never made a game where Mario and Luigi go to the island. Like a game where Mario and Luigi are crying on the time, because men can never show them.
Aren't Goombas men? Are they sexless?
No, yeah. There's actually on a point of Mario, he never has any emotions, does he? There's a point in one of the games where he thinks everyone has just been killed, and he just doesn't show anything.
Is there? What game is that?
Yeah. Well, I don't want to spoil anything.
I still like to
one of the RPGs anyway.
Oh yeah, I'd like to play those Mario and Luigi ones.
I haven't played it. all of his friends are in this. Like you think all of his friends have been killed, and someone says to Mary, "You've got to keep going." He goes, "Oh, okay." Really happy, normal way.
That's
Doesn't care too
strange.
much.
Well, at least Super Princess Peach was a fun game, I guess.
It was quite fun, yeah. And it reminded a mix of Super Mario Brothers 2 and Super Mario World.
Yeah, I think we can still have fun with it,
And I
but
like
it's
both of those
important
games.
to criticize it at the same time. Or is that just me?
Yeah. Well, I mean, and while Peach is being very emotional, she is also rescuing Mario and Luigi for a change, which is a lot better than just sitting in a cage.
Two steps forward, one step back.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I think I would say so. This is a fair
I think that's sorted. I think we've done that.
Yeah.
I think that's been fixed.
Well, look, if you think of Super Mario 3D World, you could be Peach in there. You could be Peach in every level, and she doesn't use her emotions there. So you could use her as the main hero in Super Mario 3D World. And I guess you could say that's just done right there.
And
they don't give her emotion powers in that game.
Yeah, and I think it's cool as well that she's not always wearing her dress in that one, because she can wear the costumes as well. Although I think
like the cat suit.
Though is a cat one is pink, isn't it? But yeah, I don't.
Yeah, but I don't think it's necessarily kind of sexist at all for her favorite color to be pink.
I suppose.
It could be. I mean, Warrior's favorite color is purple, and purple is typically a feminine color. So.
Is that so? I like purple.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm colorblind. I don't know.
Oh, yes. I suppose if Daisy was in it, her cat would probably be yellow.
Yeah.
You give me some things to think about. They always give the
Mario characters a color, though.
Yes.
In fact, Donkey Kong is often associated with the color yellow as well. And he's not feminine at all.
I suppose so. Is yellow a stereotypically feminine color? I don't know much about colors or color theory.
I think
so. Oh, well, I seem to have the impression that yellow was supposed to be a feminine color. Maybe I'm entirely wrong. I think we were going over it in a media class I had. And we're going over which colors are masculine, which colors are feminine. And yellow was one of the feminine colors in an advert. Yellow will be more likely associated with femininity.
Oh, it's usually like a soft
yellow. Maybe I entirely misremember. Yeah, maybe. I can't really distinguish between a soft yellow and a real yellow. But, yeah.
Well, no, yeah.
Yeah, you are colorblind, so I'll let you off.
Fine.
Well, Abby, you know colors. What colors would you say are stereotypically feminine? You're a color expert.
I am quite the color expert. I think just pink is the generic one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pink and then soft pastels.
Pastels. Oh, I love fruit pastels.
Yeah,
just like fruit pastel clothing. They always put girls in those too.
So sugary and chewy.
I suppose. White's the femininity as well.
Yeah, white because of sort of purity.
Yeah, purity.
Wedding dresses. It's white.
The groom's suit is supposed to be white, isn't it?
Oh, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't claim to be a wedding expert.
I think the white in the wedding is supposed to represent virginity.
Yeah.
And then sometimes people complain if one of the people isn't virginal, but they aren't wearing white. But I don't just wear whatever color you want.
Yeah, black's coming back. As far as the wedding dress colours.
I'm wearing a black shirt.
Well, you could get married then. I'm also.
How do you know about wedding fashion?
Oh, trust me, I know. One of my friends wrote an article not long ago for a wedding magazine, and I don't know. I just
read it.
Yeah. I don't remember what her article was about.
Well, it seems curious. Who buys wedding magazines? Because
I don't know. I think they give them for free most of the time.
Except for weddings at one point.
Yeah, there are some wedding magazines by where I live. I think they're just sort of a free publication. So I don't know. I picked one up not that long ago in, I think it was like a registry office where you could also do sort of changing your name kind of stuff. I had to go there with a friend and
I guess they used their money elsewhere and used the wedding magazine.
Yeah, it was odd because I randomly picked it up, and each week or month or whenever it's published, they feature like someone and they pay for like their dress and such. And it was my old history teacher. I was like, that's weird.
Oh,
Weird that I should randomly be
nice.
here, pick it up, and then one of those crazy things. Anyway, video
I suppose
games.
it is. Of course.
Video games, love them. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, she's very good.
Yeah, you also criticize the character Daisy in general because she's not really ever present in anything.
No, but she was only used in Super Mario Land to be a stand-in for Peach. So
Yeah.
she's just a copy of Peach. Who's already not always.
Why didn't they use Peach? Do you
She's
know?
an inferior version. Super Mario Land wasn't going to be a Mario game, and I think they created Daisy so they could be slightly unique. It's the same reason they created Wario in Super Mario Land 2.
And it's Pauline in Donkey Kong, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
You talk a bit about Birdo as well. Birdo's always interested me.
I do like Birdo, yeah.
You familiar with Birdo, Abby?
I am not. No, tell me. Let me judge.
This is why I should have. This is why I should have spread the articles. This is where it's coming back. Birdo is well.
Well, no, think about it this way.
What?
Think about it what way?
I didn't want to cut you off and you already started talking, so I stopped. I guess you had to say my thing. What I was going to say is, not everybody listening or watching this podcast, if you're recording this podcast, not everyone enjoying this podcast might know who Birdo is.
Yeah, I suppose
if we explain it now, it's beneficial to the audience as well. So you don't need like not sending out any papers in.
Yeah, it should be listenable on its own. I wonder if because I'm doing this website partially for university, I wonder if they'll actually listen to this podcast, my marking tutors. And if so, I just want to say
I don't know.
I hope you're enjoying it and you get a good mark. That's just going to come across as rude.
Yes, I'm sure. No, I'm sure they'll be flattered by your acknowledging them and give you the highest grade possible.
I hope they don't have to, though. I don't want them to be bored by everything.
Oh dear.
Because by the time they actually get around to marking it, there'll be a few podcasts. They don't need to wade through all that material.
Well, it's odd because I find podcasts are kind of, you start listening to one and then you just can't stop. You don't want to cut someone off in the middle of a conversation. Then you have to listen to the whole hour of it. And you do something you are that keen to listen to. You do anyway.
I suppose
nice
so.
to listen to people talk.
Birdo is the character, Abby, to go back to what we were actually talking about before I got distracted. Birdo is the one of the villains in Super Mario Bros. 2, and they're quite well known for, in the instruction booklet, it says he thinks he is a girl, and then all of the sort of what they've done since has been somewhat confusing, but also somewhat not. I don't know, you know more about this than I do.
Yes, I do. It actually said in the instruction book, he thinks he's a girl and he would rather be called Burdette. And curiously, nowadays they depict Birdo as if, they treat her as a female character, and well, rightly so, I suppose. But they still call her Birdo, even though she would rather be called Burdette. So it is.
Maybe she changed her mind. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes
they also had it voiced by a man in one of them. But then have you ever heard of Captain Rainbow, either of you?
I've heard of it. It's a Japanese game.
Yeah.
Where you play as this man who he goes to this island where loads of small-time video game characters live, and he helps them with problems like Lil Max in it, except he's hugely overweight, and Captain Rainbow has to have him get in shape, and he finds Birdo. Birdo is in trouble with the police for using the woman's bathroom, and so you have to prove that Birdo is female. And yeah, you do.
You successfully prove it.
Yes. I wonder how you prove it because it's a little strange.
Well, I'm sure they manage it in a perfectly PC way.
No, they don't.
Oh.
What did they do?
I'll let you both look up online later.
But I want to know. What is it? I've forgotten.
Certainly not something you would expect in a Nintendo game. The kind of thing you might find in Conker's Bad Fur, for example.
Oh dear.
Rather explicit.
I'm actually looking it up now.
Yeah, same.
Oh dear.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I
a
just found it.
vibrator, that's it.
Yes.
Oh,
But sometimes I have to wonder to what extent, whether it's just they sort of pretend Birdo was always a girl and just sort of forget about. Was it even in the? Yeah, because they haven't really ever mentioned the fact that
Super Smash Bros. Brawl has the trophy that says a being of indeterminate gender, and then it calls it it all the time, which isn't nice.
Birdo's an interesting one.
Well, there's Olivia, who I also mentioned in my article, who's a similar case.
Sorry, who?
Vivian.
Oh, from Paper Mario.
Yes.
Oh yes, of course. She's transgender, but they didn't ever mention that in the West.
Yeah, they took the translation. I think that's a much more positive portrayal because in that one.
And is it positive because they changed it?
She saved her life, and that it's bad that they changed it in the West, but in the Japanese release, it's good because then she goes on to be a hero.
I think with Birdo and Vivian, it's a strange sort of case of sort of cultural divide and localization, making it quite confusing. That word. You know the one.
Yes, I agree. There's probably quite a few characters that have this gender ambiguity and the others aren't springing to my mind right now.
You're talking about Donkey Kong a bit too. Dixie Kong.
Yes, Dixie Kong.
Yeah.
She's excellent. The only Kong.
She's a pretty good female character, I think. Although wasn't she criticized for being over sexualized in some recent Donkey Kong stuff?
Oh no. I remember you sent me a no, that must have been something else. Yeah, you did send me an article by some kind of internet feminist doing a video kind of assessing the depictions of women in video games, and it criticized Dixie Kong as just being a female Diddy Kong. I think that was a little unfair because they're quite distinct characters with their own interests and personality quirks.
Well, you know much more about Donkey Kong Country than I do. And in some of those earlier sort of SNES titles, it's kind of difficult to have too much backstory or that sort of thing because they're just kind of straight up games. It's always difficult with the old stuff like that.
Even then, I wouldn't say that Dixie Kong is just a female Diddy Kong. I mean, they're very different characters. I suppose it is a bit of a shame that she was first only introduced as Diddy Kong's girlfriend, but then the third game, she's the main character. So. And then she rescues Diddy and Donkey Kong from being kidnapped. Never gets kidnapped herself.
Going in a more sort of broad Nintendo route, Samus Aran's pretty good. Pretty good. Well, actually, I say that, but then there's Other M.
Have you seen that funny? I don't know anything about Other M, but have you seen that funny internet sketch where Samus Aran goes to see her agent, and they say, "Yeah, what we're gonna do? We'll keep you in that suit the whole time." And boom, right at the end, you take it off, and everyone realizes you're a woman and have their ideas of gender blown out of the water. And she goes, "Oh, that's an excellent idea." And he says, "Yeah, and if they complete the game in under an hour, then there's a shot of you in a bikini."
That is true.
We've done that.
I didn't think about that.
And I think like every Metroid game has a thing where if you complete it fast enough, you get a sexual pose of Samus. It
is a bit. But as a concept, I guess she's pretty good.
I don't know if I've ever completed a Metroid game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that's really a very minor part of it. I mean, are many people likely to complete Metroid in under an hour, whatever it is, to get these pictures? Most people are just going to think of Samus Aran as just a woman hero, not very sexualized, but she's always in the giant robot suit.
I suppose so. Although Other M was terrible with her characterization, and it is pretty. It's a pretty disgraceful game. It's terrible. I
remember telling me about it a while ago.
Retsupre did commentary over all of the cutscenes. If you're interested in it, it's pretty terrible.
I'll probably just buy it and play it and judge it myself.
She's not very well represented as a female character at all. I don't even know where to begin.
Oh. Can you just give one example out of the blue?
Well, there's this one commander guy that she just is completely sort of below. She's represented as being below him all the time. Like, she won't use any of the weapons until he says that she can, even though she's not even part of his unit or anything. And there's also
Samus Aran is supposed to be a bounty hunter. She shouldn't be following orders.
Yeah, and the whole relationship she has with that guy isn't very good. And there's lots of really heavy-handed sort of motherly themes in it, which they could have been done well, but it's not.
Linked to the fact that there hasn't been any Metroid games since then.
Yeah, I think it's largely due to that, which is a shame because the Metroid Prime games that came before it were so good.
Yeah. I've only really played Super Metroid, and I really like that. I did complete it, so I spent a lot of time on it. I had a lot of fun. I guess I have to play Metroid Prime.
What do you think of Zelda and representation of female characters?
Oh, I thought...
Because let's just go Nintendo with this. May as well stick to it.
I mean, I don't really play games by other companies anyway. I think Zelda kind of changes every time. Sometimes she's really useful. It helps me all the way through. And other times she just waits to be rescued. So I think the depiction of Zelda depends on what game it is.
Wind Waker. Good.
So that one's good. She's like a pirate first, but then after a while, she just waits in a cafe or something.
Yep.
Doesn't do anything.
I think that might be another case of two steps forward and one step back.
Yes, I probably did. I did like Princess Hilda in A Link Between Worlds.
Oh yes, of course, alternate Zelda.
The alternate Zelda. Yeah, that was very good. The whole story felt very good actually. I like it very much. Zelda's a very good character.
Yes. Twilight Princess.
What does Zelda do now? Doesn't she just wait in Hyrule Castle?
She's kept captive, but she does do she does do stuff in arranging. She does kind of. She kind of does sort of mastermind the whole early. She masterminds the whole sort of early section of everything happening. So I guess that's good.
There are other positive female characters in Twilight Princess anyway, because Midna comes along with you.
Oh yes, of course.
And she's never sexualized or anything. So she's not given any stereotypical feminine qualities either. She doesn't have a pink bow on her head or anything like that.
That's true. Not like Birdo. Abby, are there any games you want to discuss with female characters in them?
We could talk about the ones I had issues with.
Oh yes, you didn't like the Monaco trailer, and was there another one that you mentioned a while ago?
I can't think of one. Probably. There've probably been a few, but I can't remember them.
We were also talking about Assassin's Creed Liberation not that long ago, which I think.
Yeah, but I still don't know what's going on with that.
Because that's got a black female protagonist, which in some ways makes it ultra progressive.
Yeah,
double progressive point.
I think my brother said it was his favorite Assassin's Creed game. So I haven't played any Assassin's Creeds, but I want to play all of them.
Yeah.
I think I'd probably enjoy it.
I want to play that.
Yeah, they're pretty good. If you're into sort of historical stuff, especially, or architecture.
Yep, down with both of these things.
Who doesn't love it?
I like everything.
Hey.
Yeah, I tried to get someone to do an article about Assassin's Creed Liberation, but it didn't pan out.
Oh.
I don't know. I didn't read it right. I don't know if the article would have even been good, so let's just pretend it wouldn't have been.
Maybe if I eventually play it, I'll write it for you.
Maybe, and then we can redo the theme and do it better.
Wait.
Maybe.
Cool.
Yeah, you didn't like Monaco.
The trailer. I haven't played the game, even though you have sent it to me. Yeah.
It's a good game.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. It looked cool. I feel like I need to watch the trailer again before I can comment on it.
Oh. Well, you didn't like the concept primarily of what's the character's name again? The redhead. Do you know this game, Adam?
No, I know next to nothing about it. I've seen about 12 seconds of my brother playing it.
There's Mirror's Edge 2. You guys like Mirror's Edge?
Mirror's Edge 2?
Haven't played it.
I've never even heard of Mirror's Edge before.
It's sort of a parkour free-running game set in a sort of dystopian future. Not really. Is it dystopian if it's... I don't know. It's all white and the government controls stuff.
Oh! Yeah, the one where you like follow the red line.
Yeah, there's a sort of red thing.
Yeah, they wanted to play that.
And it's a pretty great game. I'll just cut out the silence where I forgot, I think. Rihanna Pratchett wrote some of the was brought in to write the script and stuff for that, and she's I think she's doing a lot of great stuff for sort of female characters in video games.
She's written a few video
Yes,
games.
the most notable recent one being, of course, the new Tomb Raider. The new one, yeah.
Yes, I thought so.
She was a lot more involved with the Tomb Raider one, because basically with Mirror's Edge, in interviews, Rihanna Pratchett said they basically just brought her in to sort of fill in the gaps, that sort of video game writing. But with Tomb Raider, it's more sort of more the writer was more involved. Yeah, I think Tomb Raider is pretty good with that sort of thing. What do you think?
I've only played the Game Boy Color Tomb Raider, and I just died all the time. It's very good.
Yeah, I think the new Tomb Raider was good at moving away from the sort of weird hypersexualization stuff. Or maybe that's just me.
Oh my, I didn't notice any of that in the Game Boy Color one, but being the Game Boy Color one, it probably didn't have the capacity for hypersexualization.
Yeah, what do you think of Tomb Raider, Abby? All of it, not just the new
one. Generally, Tomb Raider's cool. I played that horrific, well, it wasn't that bad, like PC game.
Oh, there's a lot of PC games.
No, with the training situation. What was it? Wait, I'm trying to find out which one it was.
Tomb Raider 3 is the one most people think of when they think of the whole mansion stuff.
Yeah, I think it was.
Although in Tomb Raider 2 you can also go in the mansion, but it's less expansive. I think it was good at the time, because when did the first Tomb Raider come out? I think it was good at the time to have a female character in such a big role.
96.
Yeah, 96. Oh, that's later than I thought. I think it was good for the time to have a female character in such a lead sort of role situation. Although I do think as it went on, she did get a bit hypersexualized, especially in. Even though I think they're okay games. The Tomb Raider Legend Anniversary Underworld trilogy.
Oh wow, name.
They're right games, but especially in those ones where you can do weird stuff like you can like hold the up button thing to make her like climb up a ledge in like a more slow sort of acrobatic way, which is a bit unnecessary.
Tomb Raider 2 was the game that I had.
Tomb Raider 2 is tough. I hate that game. It's too hard for me.
Yeah.
Those tigers. Don't get me started on it. They come out of nowhere.
They're ridiculous.
Yeah, so I think the new Tomb Raider's done a really good job of sort of taking the good stuff from the sort of the initial Tomb Raiders and what those did, and then making it so it's not creepy. I
Yeah.
think that's good.
Very good.
I guess that's what you get when you get like a female writer who's more up for actually writing a script
Oh yeah, definitely.
than just sex appeal. So. But it was like, I imagine that was like the gimmick of the games, wasn't it? And that's what sold it a lot. Like it was good to play, but then you got all the fun, slow acrobatic movement.
Yeah, that's mainly the Legend Underworld and
Yeah.
the other one.
I don't even know which one I had. Is there one called Tomb Raider Chronicles?
Yes, that's the 5th one in the main series.
Was it on the Dreamcast?
Yeah, I think it was.
Oh, I think that's the one I played, and it was really hard.
Yeah, those old games are tough.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, I look forward to. I don't think Rhianna Pratchett's actually involved with Mirror's Edge 2, which is a shame. I don't know what she's going to do next. I guess probably will be a Tomb Raider sequel. Yeah, she might be doing that.
Ooh.
She worked on Heavenly Sword as well, which I have yet to play, but I haven't, and I will play it one day. So, what do you think of Star Fox Adventure situation, Adam?
Yes, it wasn't very good, was it? Crystal was due to be the protagonist, and then they turned her into the damsel in distress, which is awfully sad. It was also due to have a heavier link to Diddy Kong Racing, and therefore the Donkey Kong series. They destroyed that as well.
But do you think it could have, if they'd kept Crystal as the protagonist, how would they have made it a Star Fox game?
I imagine if they had Crystal as the protagonist, it wouldn't have had any Star Fox games because it wasn't supposed to be a Star Fox game. Just Miyamoto said that they should put Fox McCloud in because he was a fox as well. And I think they made Crystal the damsel in distress because they still wanted to use their original protagonist.
It's an interesting one.
It probably would have been a better game if they hadn't put Star Fox into it.
You think so?
Many fans say that that's the point where the Star Fox games were ruined as well.
Well, maybe that's just because they hated the fact it wasn't a spaceship game.
Not mainly, anyway. I have to admit, I barely played any of Star Fox. I actually like it, but then right near the start, there's this really hard level where you're chasing some people to a snowy hill. It's just too hard, and I gave up.
Okay, so I think we're going to be wrapping up soon. My final questions I want to put to you is, what is your definitive female video game character? Doesn't have to be a protagonist. What would you go for?
It's a tough one. So I can just pick anyone.
Yeah.
So, by do you mean personal favorite, or the one that I think is objectively the best?
Yes.
Do both.
Do both. Well, my personal favorite is probably Dixie Kong because I like Donkey Kong Country 2 so much. And probably best overall. I guess I'd pick Samus Aran as the best overall. Most of the time she's in a robot suit and you don't even know if she's male or female.
What would you say, Abby?
I don't know. My experience of vast gaming characters is somewhat lacking. I think okay. There's politics behind my choice. I'm gonna choose the Tomb Raider, the second game, her in that one, because I hardly ever played the actual game other than just her hanging around doing stuff and the initial like beginning bit in the caves and stuff. And she doesn't there are no male characters in it, which is just nice.
What about the butler?
Yeah, but but like as in there's no playable and there's no nothing on par with her in it, especially at that point. So I'm down with a game where there's no.
Yes, I suppose so.
Because like my biggest issue with the Monica game was because there was only one female character in it.
Well, there's actually two, but.
Well, like
There's only one that is noticeably female.
Yeah, it's just I would like more, I guess, more female characters. Just get rid of all the characters in a game would be nice.
Sort of like that terrible Charlie's Angels video game, which that's not even
man.
good.
Not even closely good.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen that game, but they just are inexplicably wearing bikinis the whole time.
Oh dear.
I think the plot related is they had to like infiltrate a bikini show, and that's where.
Oh wow.
I don't know. It's a terrible game as well. Not even good.
Yeah.
And I don't know who my definitive female character would be. It's too difficult a question.
Toadette.
I'll think of one. Give me 2 seconds. Yeah, you two already picked the good ones. I don't know. I did really like in Prince of Persia: Sands of Time. I really liked what's her name? Farah. I thought she was a good female character.
Good.
But maybe that's just.
I never played that game.
Yeah. I thought she was a good character. She always sticks in my mind. As being.
Isn't what's her name? The one from BioShock Infinite. She's supposed to be pretty good.
Oh yeah, she's pretty good because she's it's a good one. Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty good. Yeah, she follows you around the whole time, but it's like you don't have to protect her or anything, which is good.
Yeah.
And she always just throws you ammo and stuff.
That's a good non-playable.
Yeah. But playable wise, I'd probably have to go for someone like Samus Aran, even though you already picked her, because I don't know. She's a good character, and I like those games.
Good.
And yeah, I kind of like the fact that it doesn't really matter that she's female.
No.
It'd be better if it was accepted straight away though, and if they hadn't done the whole bikini thing.
I think they've moved away from that now, though. It's not. Although they don't get me started on Other M. If I wasn't for Other M, I wouldn't even hesitate to pick Samus. But
no, I don't know about Other M. So I guess my judgment hasn't been clouded like your one.
Yeah, you should consider maybe checking out that Retsu Prey thing.
Well, I've got Other M on my game list. If it's really bad,
apparently the game itself is meant to be kind of fun. No, not that great, but
fun, but with a bad storyline.
Yeah.
What about? Oh man, Portal. What's the name?
Oh, of course, yes.
Shell. Forgot her.
Shell.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Hello.
And I suppose by extension, GLaDOS.
Yeah. Portal 2 is a pretty good game for that.
I think maybe some of the best female characters are ones you can't even think of necessarily straight off the top of your head because you don't even think
they've
about
just hidden as a.
At least that's just my excuse for not thinking of them.
Could have picked Wumpa from Banjo-Tooie.
Oh yes, but I haven't played those games.
Without her, you wouldn't be able to complete the game. She transforms you into dinosaurs and things like that.
I like dinosaurs.
We're always into being transformed into a dinosaur. Yeah.
I'm sure you'd rather Banjo-Tooie.
Okay, well I think we'll call that a podcast.
Righty-ho. Been very fun chatting with the pair of you.
Yeah. And come back next time, fortnight, but I'm ending it there.
Okay.